Hi friends, MD Vegan. Today is my gentle juice fasting day. I do it once a week and I always make some delicious new juice recipes. Today I make a very simple juice. I learned from it by a famous person called Dick Gregory. He was an activist in the US. He was fighting on the streets with his black comrades for against racism. I guess it was in the last century it began and he went on. Of course, it's still continuing, and he was an activist. He made these juices, these smoothies for his friends on the streets, and said hey, they get a good smoothie to have the power to be on the streets and to do the good work. So he didn't actually make this juice, I guess, but I found this recipe in one of his recipes for a smoothie, and it is an orange, apple, and pear juice. I mean, it struck me so because it's such an easy ingredient. We all have it here in our Western cultures. We have always oranges, apples, and pears, right? Very easy to get. Inexpensive, and he, of course, the activists on the streets, they were not rich people usually, and he needed recipes that were easy to get and healthy and delicious, and he put that juice into a smoothie with other ingredients, very rich, very easy, and that recipe was in his book also. That is a long story, and when I've tried this recipe from him, because I learned from about his name and what he did, and so let's see what he did in the book. The book is not for free. You can get that online. Dick Gregory he has that book there of his. You find it, and I tried that recipe. I thought, what an amazing juice! And then I used it in other recipes of mine. And for example, I often use vegetable juices. That usually make vegetable juices on my fasting days, like green juices, red juices, or orange juices, like carrots, for example, or so. In many ways, herbs or so. But usually veggies are in there. And when you make vegetable, usually it's a little bitter, especially the green ones. And you need some fruit juice to balance that bitter flavor. So I usually use these, and this juice was perfect for making all kinds of veggies delicious in the juice. So I used that, and now I thought, wow, I never saw that juice in a shop or so. You know, you have kale juices. You go in a grocery store, you find kale juices, carrot juices, beet juices, all kinds of juices. They do that now, but I never find, or apple juice. You find orange juice, pear juice, of course, but I have never seen apple, orange, pear juice. So I thought, seems to be a very original idea by Dick Gregory. So why don't you make a juice just like that? And by the way, I also want to use that juice in a granola. I usually, when I eat on regular days, I eat granolas in the morning, oftentimes to get the day started with a substantial meal, and I don't have to eat again. And granola is nice with the fruit juice. And I thought about using that juice in the touch of granola. So today I will just make that juice for you to see. And it's so simple, you know, apples, pears, and here I show you having beautiful pears, and the same amount, 1 to 1 to 1, yeah, all the same amounts. I think it's 3 cups or so, or 4 cups, I don't know. I didn't count it. I just filled the bowls here, the little bowls, to the maximum. And I have about the same amount of oranges that are juice oranges. Yeah. And I don't need to tell you a lot about these fruit. They're so common here. What your science to need about for that. I mean, apples are very balanced, sweet and sour, and they are good for elimination of firm matters from the body. The pears have almost the same amount of nutrients, almost the same calories too, and they help eliminating the liquid substances. So given the similarity, striking similarity in nutrition, pears and apples, as we know from the regular facts, they don't list all the phytonutrients. There are thousands of phytonutrients in one plant only. Nutrients that are only made by plants, phytonutrients. Phyto means plants, from the old ancient Greek language of science, you know. Then the plant-made nutrients are thousands in one plant only, and we only talk about the vitamins usually, and the vitamins and the minerals and protein, no, protein not, that's the macronutrients, that's our micronutrients. We usually talk about the vitamins and the minerals basically, and there are some others like lutein and so, these are colors, that seem to be more important now, more and more once we learn about it. Veganism began a whole new debate and scientific research about all these plant nutrients. And there are thousands, and we don't know what's in the pear, what kind of phytonutrients are in the pear that are different from the apples, but from the nutrients we usually recognize, the vitamins and the minerals, these are almost the same. But there must be a striking difference because the digestion is so differently affected by pears and apples. As I said, pears are for liquid elimination and apples for firm. But that's maybe pretty much everything I need to know. But orange is interesting for me because I've always thought, oh, it's a great vitamin C delivery in the orange. But interestingly, when I read about oranges a little bit, a long time ago, I always have oranges at home. It's a staple in my house, in my kitchen. I have no house here. They have a lot of calcium. Actually, it's one of the best calcium sources you can get. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that first, but of course now I know it. Yeah, so they are sweet and sour, and they keep the others also fresh with a high vitamin C content. That's something that the citrus fruit, they keep the others fresh. Apples turn brown, pears turn brown. With the orange together, they don't. And the pear also makes a different texture from that juice. You juice an apple, it gets a light, maybe a little bit creamy juice. With a pear, it's really thick and creamy. Pear is a different texture. There we have it also already. The texture is also made by phytonutrients, or fiber also is a fiber. I don't know, is fiber a phytonutrient? I'm not so sure. All these categories are, I guess, a little bit changing now. Maybe now vitamins were called what we need to survive. Vitamins, vital, from life, the la vie, vitamin. That's the vitamin A, B, C, and so on. That was discovered, I guess, in the 50s or so, last century. And the other nutrients, the phytonutrients, the secondary nutrients, they were not considered vital. So were not called vitamins. Yeah. But now they begin to understand that also some of the phytonutrients are vital. They can also be called vitamins now. But let's then put that aside now. So a lot is changing now in the food science and the health science because of veganism, this strong research. For me, what matters most is the endless vegan variety that I now am aware of, getting aware of. All these plants we can eat. I never did, yeah. When I did not have, were not a vegan before, I was always cooking, always the same, some ingredients we used at home and in friends, and so never thought about that a big time. But plants, eating only plants also opens the awareness for so many different plants we can eat. So let's try this juice now. I will juice it quickly and come back and show you what it's like, and I taste it for you. Hey, that's my juice. Looks delicious. It has always this nice color. Yeah, I've seen that many times, and it's creamy. You know, I will taste it in a moment. I have to stir it a little bit. It's a little bit creamier than usually apple juice or orange juice. Or texture is really different. I'll show you in a second. I poured it in a little glass, but I taste it first to see what this one tastes like. They're all different. You know, buy an apple, purchase an orange, or get a pear. You eat it, it's always different. There are so many different varieties, you know. But this flavor combination, this balance is so delicious. I love it. Really, I'm so grateful for Dick Gregory to give me that idea. I actually didn't make this juice. I put it into a smoothie or so to make it delicious in an easy way, and it was so successful. Here, that's my orange apple pear juice today for you. And I want to close with one quote I found from Dick Gregory, so funny. He says, looked it up, you can, I don't eat anything that can fart, doo-doo, P or screw. I had to look up all these words. I'm in Germany, you know, I don't understand these slang words, I guess, from America. But it's so funny, yeah. I never forgot that. Yeah, and he's right? My teacher, Yogini Kaliji, says it a little bit different way. She talks about swimming, running away, look into your eyes, and so she wouldn't eat anything like that. It's just a similar idea, you know, that these people that we shouldn't eat these people, other people, you know, that is, or she also says something like, I would steal a body from somebody else, you know, that is also, it struck me so much. You're taking away a body from somebody, the soul, the soul leaves and the body remains, and you take that body away, you chase the soul away, so to say, and take the body away, steal a body. It's a horrible idea, you know. And that's animals. We eat animals, humans eat animals, and they do that all the time. And now it's so useless. We don't need to do that. We get sick by it. And well, all these stories, the cruelty is combined with that, and the destruction of the planet is also good. We all have to do that now. We have to go vegan, everybody, right? And there are so many great inspirational people who help. Well, I'm one of that too. MD Vegan. You can watch my videos on my channel. You can subscribe, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. My challenge is the endless vegan variety. You can like the video if you like, subscribe, or also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.